Yo, party people, what is up? I hope you guys are still with me. I know we had a lot of action here over these last 4 hours of Friday night, but man, what a Friday night it was. 4 smack dab hours of awesome action, mostly titles, and an epic conclusion to our title week here to kick off 2023. Guys, so much stuff to go down. Great title matches, emotional stories, groundbreaking matchups for next week that are make or break for our Usi friend. My God, guys, don't worry. The show is over, don't worry, but guess what? It's not done yet because one of the best parts is about to go down right now because the newest episode of the Gift of Gabe covering SmackDown, Rampage, and Battle of the Belts 5 is about to start. You guessed it, right now. Alright guys, first, before we get into the wrestling of the night, I'm going to address it right now. It's been going on all day, and I know some of you are probably wondering what I maybe had to say about all this. Vince McMahon is back. He is once again a member of the board of directors, chairman of the board, all that stuff, but we have learned that at least for now, and hopefully it stays this way, Triple H is still in complete control of creative. Nothing is going to change. It's business as usual. Apparently, he sent a thing back like last month, December 20th. The exact date was that he gave a letter to Triple H, Stephanie, kind of saying, hey, you guys are good. I'm giving you full support, all this, all that. So nothing seems like it's going to change. Look like we don't have to really panic, but I get it. I'm feeling the same way. It's Vince. Dude is basically one of the biggest compulsive liars in the history of life. So it wouldn't surprise any of us if he tried to come back in the future and try to get his hands on creative. I don't think that's going to end up happening. I don't think anyone would let that happen because it's clear to see how much better the company is doing without him running creative. I'm hoping that it just stays this way. Triple H gets to keep running creative and we give him to have the great television over the week that we have had over the past 6 months to get to have in the near, and just actually not even near, overall future. So I know it was a lot. It was crazy. For right now, I'm glad things are staying the same, and I can't stress this enough. I'm praying, just like all you guys, that it stays this way. We're good for now. I think we will be in the future, so let's get through this together. Freaking Vince. Oh, okay. All right, you guys. After all that crap's done, it's time to run down what went down on SmackDown. The main thing I'm pretty much going to go over, the entire masterful cinematic masterpiece that literally was, once again, Sami Zayn and the Bloodline. That opening segment had me stressing. I can't even lie to you guys. Sami's days are numbered. We knew this after he got pinned in that tag match. Roman's really questioning, did you want to be the tribal chief? Do you want to be the tribal chief? Can you handle my responsibilities? Sami's like, nah, dude, nah. And I'm literally saying, over the TV, nah, Roman, he's not trying to take responsibilities. He's just trying to be Sami Zayn. He's trying to be Sami Uso. He ain't trying to steal your job, bro. Ah! And then, so happy to see Kevin Owens stopped that from being so much more uncomfortable. It was like the whole, it would have been so bad if it just kept going. But it led to what we've all been waiting for. Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, the running back, the feud from 2 years ago that was great. Royal Rumble, 3 weeks from today when you're watching this vid. Cannot wait. Looks like maybe this one will just be straight up and won't have any kind of stipulation. But we could add it later on. Maybe they'll add that to, Zayn's match next week. We'll get into that. But that opening segment was crazy. Zayn was not looking good for the rest of the night. But before that tag title match, everything looked like it kind of gelled back out a little bit. Roman actually apologizing to Sami, saying he shouldn't have given him that kind of tone, especially on live television, that he's more mad at KO. He's taking it out on Sami. I loved it. It was once again just a masterful television. It showed why Sami's a gem, especially during that tag title match, which was great, by the way. Good job to Sheamus and Drew McIntyre and the Usos. Down since day one, still the tag team champions, going to keep that run going. Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, they're going to keep rocking. They're going to keep doing their thing. They're going to be Intercontinental title contenders towards the end of the year. And I think Sheamus probably is going to win the Intercontinental title pretty soon, maybe before WrestleMania or at the show of shows on one of the 2 nights. But either way, I love the whole thing of Roman Paul Heyman and Sami all eating and the popcorn in the back. And it started with Sami, and then all of a sudden they all have popcorn, and then Zayn going meat potential and being the gem that he is, literally getting the freaking locker room all covered in popcorn. I mean, it's his locker room too because he's part of the bloodline, but it was hilarious. Zayn's a gem. The storyline is great overall, but it is made by Sami freaking Zayn. Love it. But during that same segment, found out that Sami is going to have to fight Kevin Owens next week. That is going to be so fun. Sami's going to freaking lose again. Dear God, like, I can't even with this. Like, Roman says that we're going to solve the KO problem with you beating him next week. No, dude, the KO problem, we all know the KO problem ain't going to be solved until at least Royal Rumble. So Sami's going to freaking probably lose next week. And what sucks is that I have to sit around for another week like all you guys and stress over this because we all know Zayn is on borrowed time now at this point. So if he fails again, he might get his ass beat next week. And I swear to God, I'm waiting for the moment that, like, that match happens and it's ends at like 9:50 and I'm like, oh my God, there's too much time left in the show. Sami's dying. Ugh, I don't think Roman's going to be at the show next week. I don't think. I know he's on the second to last episode before the Rumble, and then on the Raw show, could celebrate the 30th anniversary, because that's a big show. So, I think Sami might be good, but I think he's losing next week. That's the main point of this. So, that's going to be a whole stressful week for me, just like you guys. We know it's leading to good stuff, but god dang it, Sami's going to get murdered. It's going to hurt our hearts. I'm going to probably cry. I know part of you guys are too. It's going to be so bad. just start taking in the... If you need a minute, good God. So, start counting down the time till next week. It's going to be all I think about, honestly. I'm not even going to lie. So, good luck, Sami. If you beat Kevin Owens, that'd be fantastic. But it's probably not going to happen, so good luck and just hope you don't get the crap kicked out of you next week. Hopes and prayers, my friend. My Usi friend. Alright, guys. All that's done for SmackDown. Now, time to run down Rampage, which went straight into Battle of the Belts. Guys, this show was great. Kicked off with Top Flight going ahead with the BCC and tag team match again. This time, the duo of Moxley and the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. Taking a little side note from his thing with MJF to, take care of some business on the promising young tag team. And again, Top Flight showed out amazingly. Moxley and Danielson are two of the best to literally try to get you up and showcase all the power that you can do, because they're basically like the coaches and mentors backstage, along with Chris Jericho. We learned this after the whole All Out incident, and it's working fabulously. I've said it before, and I've said it again. Top Flight, as they showcase tonight, are getting more and more over. All they needed was to finally just be healthy finally get stably healthy, which Darius has been able to maintain, and Dante has been able to avoid as well, thankfully. They're getting there. They're getting their momentum rolling. They're having banger after banger after banger. And tonight was no different. They may have come out on the losing end, but like Jericho said on commentary, they really didn't lose this match, honestly, because they're just getting more higher and higher up the ranks. And you're getting to the point where you're going to have to legitimately consider, and Tony Khan is going to have to legitimately consider, if he's not already, that Top Flight could and might end up dethroning the Acclaimed, another fan favorite, for the tag team titles. That's how over the Acclaimed is getting, and God, that match would be literally amazing. Thinking of that match and that possibility, you would literally have to go back right to when both these teams were literally kind of debuted at the same time in the pandemic era in Jacksonville at Daly's place, pretty much at the same time. And I said at that very moment, when I saw them at separate times, I'm like, these guys, each of these teams are futures of this tag team division, of this company, and future tag team champions. And so far, it's been going great for the Acclaimed. Now, they're literally tag team champions, the forever people's champs. Scissor me daddy ass. Ha ha ha. But, Top Flight's had a little bit of a rocky more road. They had that injury bug all throughout the past couple years. But I think they finally have gotten it maintained. Hopefully, not trying to jinx you guys, keep it up. And I would just love to see these two teams, two of the top homegrown talents, really in this company, and will continue to be future stars, whether on their own or together. I would love to see that tag team title match. And seeing Top Flight win that match possibly will be an absolutely great moment. So we'll see what happens, and I cannot wait to see it. But the Acclaimed are still our forever champs, so I don't think we got to worry about that just yet. But until then, Top Flight, keep kicking ass. We had our first of 4 title matches here on the show tonight, with Darby Allin having his first title defense of the TNT title since winning it, only 2 days after winning it against Samoa Joe, against Mike Bennett of the Kingdom. And in case you missed his whole last title run back in like late 2020 to early 2021, still the longest reigning TNT champ, by the way, and you saw why. Dude doesn't miss that much, period, but during his TNT title matches before and now, he doesn't miss. That's why I'm so happy he's TNT champion again. His first one was so great, and he's just going to try to top that one because now he has the entire fan base literally back in front of him. It's great, and tonight was no exception. Give it up for Mike Bennett. He had a great match. I loved it. That Avalanche Code Red into the coffin drop was literally fantastic. It's going to be so great. Darby Allin still has a lot more opponents. I love the open challenges. You never know who's going to step up, but you know Darby's going to go out, do his best, and put on another memorable TNT title performance that we were going to look back and be like, damn, that was awesome again. But it's Darby when he's TNT champion. It's just Darby in general. He is fantastic. I can't wait to see who's next for the open challenge. I can't wait to see who he ends up fighting with on pay-per-view for that belt. You know, I saw a little tweet from Sammy Guevara, like, what was it, I think Thursday? You might want to run that back and know how some of y'all feel about Sammy, but God almighty, those two have bangers whenever they have a match against each other. So, please, Tony Khan, book that. You don't have to have Sammy win, but have Darby go out there, kill it with Sammy. They've done it multiple times before. Let him do it again over the prestigious TNT title and show why they are 2 of the best in the world. But overall, I'm still so excited for Darby's title reign. There's still so much more good stuff to come from it, you guys. And I know that's why a lot of you are loving it as much as I am. Darby, keep it up, dude. You're our #1 crazy daredevil. Love you still having he's the TNT champ again, bud. So great. All right, you guys. That is Rampage, and it went right straight into Battle of the Belts. And man, got kicked off with another fun tag team title match between the Acclaimed, Jeff Jarrett, and Jay Lethal. I see a good amount of people are starting to be like, hey, you know, this Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal team actually wasn't too bad. They produced some pretty solid tag team title matches. Don't worry, but though I think the story is pretty much over from here. It was another fun tag title match. Even Saddam Singh got hit with a freaking guitar. And he actually was stunned for a second before he just got pissed and chokeslammed everybody. I mean, I'd do the same thing. He hit him with a freaking guitar. That probably hurts, even if it is like a proper and they practice it. It's insane. But I love the match. It was great. Aubrey making the save again to help the Forever Champs retain. And then she got the scissor with the Acclaimed to daddy ass. That's like a dream. You could die after that because then your life is completely fulfilled. Loved it. Aubrey, you can scissor with the champs anytime. You are an honorary scissorer with the Sultan of Scissor, Anthony Bowens, daddy ass Billy Gunn, and the rap master Max Caster himself, which that rap was hilarious. Even getting Vince McMahon in it too. Dude doesn't miss a rap. He never miss a match. Good job, guys, on another sexual tower defense, and continue to be our forever champs, the people's champs. The Acclaimed, I scissor you, and I feel your energy pulsing through my soul. All right, you guys, we're gonna end off the night. Actually, you know, we're gonna talk about the TBS title match because honestly, pretty solid match overall. Especially that finish. I didn't know Jade was actually gonna really pull that off there. It was very impressive. She could have easily botched it, like maybe trying to catch her on the way down. It was pretty solid. The whole baddies thing, though, like disintegrating thing, is like so weird to me because it's not like they were a group for that long and they kind of just start quickly disintegrating one after one. And now it's not even the baddies anymore. It's literally just Jade Cargill and Layla Gray. And she probably won't even be there for that much longer. So, match was pretty solid. And like Jericho said, it was kind of the honest to God theme of the night. Even though the losers who lost the match, they didn't really lose because they had great matches. So, give it up for Jade Cargill. She once again won. It looks like Red Velvet's going to end up fighting her again, but I don't really think she's going to lose to her. We'll see who she ends up being built up against for, you know, Revolution, and then we'll see how we feel about that, but I don't think she's losing it anytime soon. If I were to bet, maybe it needs the right opponent, so I'm not even going to try betting or making a prediction when she's going to lose it, because she needs the right opponent, and it needs to be, like, a little believable. So, good job, Jade, and, you know, we're just going to all sit back and wait. We all know you're not losing that belt anytime soon, so keep up the good work. All right, guys, now we're going to end the night with the All-Atlantic title match, which was super solid between Freshly Squeezed, Orange Cassidy, the king of the Atlantic, the All-Atlantic champion, and Super Bad, or, you know, what's his, Embrace the Change, I forget what he calls it. Anyway, Kip Sabian. That match was super solid. One of the best matches of Kip Sabian's career. One of the best of Orange Cassidy's as well. These two have amazing chemistry together. Like you guys have noticed, I love the match from top to bottom, start to finish. So give it up for both guys. Orange Cassidy's title reign has been phenomenal. PAX was phenomenal. So far, the All Night title has just been going great with these two great champions, putting on banger after banger after banger after, what's the word? Oh yeah, banger. So, Orange, I can't wait to see who you have next to possibly defend your title against. Actually, I've heard reports Konosuke Takeshita is going to probably get a really big push in 2023. So, he's a top contender for me to possibly take that title off Orange Cassidy. Because dude never has a miss. He literally just burst onto the scene in AEW and has been putting on absolute clinic after clinic with literally anybody, especially when you put him against top guys, which I can't wait for that match against Danielson on Wednesday, because oh my god, that's going to be insane. So, Konosuke Takeshita, I hope that's where that push is going. I would love to see you as the All-Atlantic champion, bud. Get that real first staple kind of win. But until then, Orange is doing great as the All-Atlantic champion. I can't wait to see who he ends up fighting next. I'm pretty sure this feud with Kip Sabian's probably done. It's going on for a little bit. But I could be wrong. Maybe they run it back with maybe sort of like a stipulation. But I think it's over. I think he's going to fight someone new. Maybe leading up to the pay-per-view. But either way, I can't wait to see what he has next. The King of the Atlantic is still not on. He's still not getting off his throne. And he still has more to offer us people. And we're going to stick our thumbs up to that, my friend. Good job, Orange Cassidy. And good job, Kip Sabian. Solid match to end the show. One of the best Battle of the Belts that I think I've ever seen. I haven't really hated on a lot of them. They've all been pretty good in my opinion, but this one might have been the strongest ever. And honestly, just a strong, solid 4 hours of television tonight here for wrestling. Okay, you guys. I know it was a long night. Usually when Battle of the Belts is on and it gets included with Rampage and then SmackDown, it's usually a long one that we got to kind of brace through. But tonight, it was worth it. A lot of great stuff, storyline-wise, match-wise. It was a nice way to close out the first week of 2023. That was literally all pretty much filled and dominated by awesome title matches. So, it was a great way to kick off 2023. There's still a lot more great wrestling and promos and stories and entertainment to still happen throughout the year. We literally have only just begun and scratched the surface of wrestling for this year. And next week is going to be super great. One of the things I'm looking forward to, Zayn and Owens, that's going to be having me stressing. And, it's finally, next Wednesday show is stacked in the form like, Moxley, Page. We're going to kick the little crap out of each other. I can't wait for that. Danielson, Takeshita. That's going to be great. Maybe they'll announce another Darby title defense. I don't really know what's going on with the Mercedes Moné thing. I think she might show up, but some things say that she might not. I really don't. I'm curious to see where that goes. Maybe it's all just a trick. Like how Edge tried to say he wasn't going to be at Royal Rumble 2020 and ended up showing up. We'll see how that goes. And then finally, to cap things off with that, Escalera de la Muerte, the ladder match straight to hell, but you got to climb to the heavens to get the trios titles when Death Triangle one more time goes head to head with the Elite. Match 7 is finally here for the trios titles. I got my money on the Elite. They're going to make the improbable comeback like LeBron, so don't doubt the Elite. The Elite, the Elite. I think they're going to become 2-time trios champions and regain the belts that they never lost in the first place. I cannot wait for next week, you guys. It's going to be so great. You're not going to want to miss those shows. You're not going to want to miss the gift of Gabe right afterwards to hear what your boy, the best gabber in the biz, has to say afterwards. But until then, you guys, it was a lot tonight. I am tired. I know you guys probably are after watching this. So I will see you guys next week for the episode of Raw. We're getting closer to the Royal Rumble, guys. That's only 3 weeks away, and Revolution is almost here. So until then, see you guys on Monday. And before I go, obviously, don't ever forget, when it comes to talking wrestling, who better to gab with than Gabe. Okay, guys, see you Monday. I'm out. Deuces, Fuses.